Hey everybody, Tony George, Monday, DocSports.com, Week 6 NFL opening line report. We're almost halfway through the season, boys. Nonetheless, this is one of those things I do each and every week, and for the last week and then again this week, other than knowing the Thursday game and the Tuesday game, obviously, because Buffalo's playing Tennessee, I have not seen these lines. I've worked on the college ones already. Going to have another great week in college, but nonetheless, so like a couple of guys, well, I can't say drinking a beer, drinking a lemonade, taking a piss over a fence post, reacting to what we see with the opening lines. And bear in mind, I'll give you some initial reactions, even some leans. But the bottom line is these are not fully handicapped or anything like that. These aren't final picks and, this, that, and the other. Somebody said I threw one of your opening line reports into a 5-teamer. It's the only one I lost. You're a POS. Really? Be serious. You don't put a final game into a 5-team parlay. You don't bet 5-team parlays, but you don't put them in there based on free play you find online. Although we give you some good free plays here. Nonetheless, we're going to get to them here. Initial reactions. I thought that week 5 was the easiest week of the season. It's the easiest week of the season because I'm able to see, with 28 years of experience, some public perception baselines. Because I know what odds makers are up to, right? Also, a lot of questions have been answered, and now there's some more questions to be answered, and the big one is Dallas. Dak Prescott goes down with a compound fracture. Ugly injury. Don't know if he'll ever be the same in terms of his elusiveness. An injury like that, I don't know how many screws it required. I don't know how many plates it required. I don't know how many stitches and rehab. They say 4 to 6 months. Anybody that's ever injured an ankle in a sporting event, especially broken one, me, in college, I can tell you it's never 100% the same, but we'll see. I mean, if Alex Smith, which was the best story out of Sunday there was, if you saw the E60 thing on ESPN, almost lost his leg, almost lost his life over infections in that leg. And to come out and suit back up and play an NFL game, which gives me the heebie-jeebies because I'm worried about him breaking it again. But being a boy from Kansas City for 10 years before I moved out here to Vegas and, Chiefs fan my whole life, living in Lincoln, Nebraska and growing up there and, all this, that, and the other. I always liked Alex Smith. Good quarterback. He might won't win you a Super Bowl, but he won't lose you one either. But nonetheless, now you have the red rifle in there in Dallas, Andy Dalton. There's a hell of a lot worse backups you can have. Andy Dalton, a quarterback, is not your problem if you're in Dallas. Your problem is your frickin' defense. You made the New York Giants look like the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday while they were turning it over nonstop. That's your problem in Dallas. But anyway, that being said, I haven't seen these lines. It's early Monday morning. I'm going to share them with you. My initial reactions, let's get after it. Let me pull them up, my Don Best live odds here. And obviously, Buffalo's playing Tennessee on Tuesday. Buffalo opened up at 6.5 and 53, and now the total is 3.5 and 53. I'm going to have a play in that game. It'll be up on Docs Tuesday. Opening lines here, Chicago at Carolina. The total, it opened up at 3 and 44, and now it is Carolina at home, minus 2.5, and the total 44, and I would be on Carolina. Matt Rule is doing a hell of a job down there. I couldn't force myself to take Carolina on Sunday plus the 2. I thought maybe Atlanta could win that for Dan Quinn. They couldn't. He lost his job, as he should have. And the fact that Adam Gase is still employed is unbelievable to me. But I did take Carolina in a 2-team 6-point teaser. And great play. They're getting them through 3, getting them through 6, getting them through 7. You could only lean Carolina there. Detroit at Jacksonville. Wow. 3.5, 54.5. Detroit is laying it on the road. Jacksonville can't stop anybody. I thought that line would be 5. Opened up at 2.5, so it shot up a full point. Everybody's got 3.5 across the board now. Every book in Vegas, not 1-3 out there. They're trying to scare you away with the hook and make it look attractive for Jacksonville. You can't put lipstick on a pig and still want to date it. Whew. Jacksonville can't stop anybody. Atlanta, new interim head coach. I haven't got the full scoop on all that yet. On the road at Minnesota. Your free play yesterday plus the 7. Your video free play, and of course that got it done, and they blew it. Kick a field goal. Don't go for it down there. Don't give Russell Wilson the ball with 1:20 left. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. Yeah, I said it. Better my boy Mahomes. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. Who do you want the ball in the hands of? If you're a head football coach and you got 1:20, you need to go down and score. In today's day and age, I'll tell you who you want. Russell Wilson. Nice job, Zimmer. I'm sure you Minnesota fans are just overjoyed with him today. But nonetheless, Minnesota 3.5, total 56.5. Home team looks a little tasty. Houston, Tennessee. Tennessee playing here. Really don't want to make comment on that. Right now there's no total, and they got Tennessee hanging 5.5 on Houston. I wouldn't be putting a lot of stock into the fact that they beat up on Jacksonville. I had them in a contest pick yesterday. Washington on the road. Don't know their quarterback situation. Might be Alex Smith. Catching 3 against the Giants. Total 43. Under looks tasty, and Washington looks tasty early. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh 3.5. Total 51. Cleveland answered some questions yesterday, even though Mayfield didn't play all that great. Couple of picks. Their offense is for real. They're getting better every week. They've got some defensive injuries, and the Pittsburgh Steelers defense looked like a dog taking a dump in a cantaloupe patch, didn't it? I'll guarantee you Cleveland's got a better offensive line than Philadelphia. Over 51, initial thought. Philadelphia, speaking of Philadelphia, they're at home catching 7.5 against Baltimore. Total 46.5. I'd be all over the Ravens there in the teaser. Cincinnati on the road at the Colts, laying 7.5, 46.5. Rivers, retire. Hang him up, buddy. You've done a lot of good in the NFL. You probably had more yards and more wins than any other quarterback that never got to a Super Bowl. Hang him up, take care of your 27 kids. It's over. Yeah, laying 7.5 to Cincinnati, who could not even get but 3 points in garbage time. Took 19 in a teaser. I can't lay 7.5 for the Colts right now the way Rivers plays, but maybe a tease. I think Cincinnati get a win. It's not going to be on the road. Ask yourself that question. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. Green Bay laying 1.5. Total 53.5. Tampa Bay's got added time to prep. Green Bay didn't play this week. They got massive added time to prep. I can only win Green Bay there. I think Tampa Bay's the most overrated team in the NFL. I really do. LA Rams at San Francisco. What was that? I had Miami on my service and in the contest pick. Loved them. Did I think they were going to win 47-14? No. I'm not claiming that. But Miami, by the way, will give anybody a ball game anywhere, anytime. They'll give you a ball game. Look at all the games they lost. Look at the schedule they played. They gave everybody a ball game, even if they didn't miss the cover by 1 or 2. They give you a ball game. Fitzmagic, he can throw 5 touchdown passes. He can throw 5 picks. Just depends on when you're catching him. But they are very well coached, and they play 4 quarters. I can't say the same thing about the San Francisco 49ers right now. And they do have quarterback issues. And they do have injury issues. And they are at home catching 3.5 against the Rams, who have proven to be a pretty good football team. I don't want anything to do with San Francisco 49ers. Total 50.5. How's San Francisco? Might look at the under. How's San Francisco going to score? You know, Garoppolo was throwing to people in the grandstands yesterday on overthrows. Can't set his foot and plant it and throw. He's not healthy yet. And the other two guys, really not that good. So, I don't know. That's what I think initially. And then on, is that Monday Night Football? Oh, my thing's just refreshed. Dallas opened, the futures line on this is Dallas. It's Monday Night Football next week. Dallas was -3, total 52. Now it is Arizona -2.5 at -120 and 54.5. So Arizona beats up on bad teams and can't beat a good team. Dallas beat a bad team yesterday and they needed last second to do it. And now they're without Prescott. Although Dalton is in there. Right now, home dog on a Monday Night Football looks kind of tasty if that goes up anymore. Probably not going to get, if you like Dallas, you're going to take them right now. It's not going to go up to 3. Odds makers are not going to give Dallas Cowboys 3 points at home on a Monday Night Football because they know the whole world's going to bet them. So you could do a same game teaser for craps and giggles and get Dallas plus 8.5 and take that 54.5 and tease it down to 48.5 and take the over for a same game 2-team 6-point teaser. Just for fun, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Those are my opening reactions to this week's lines. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday night with myself and Indian Cowboy, taping our NFL weekly picks and preview show, which we've got more time to handicap these games and come up with some assessments and some insights for you. And it's a real off-the-cuff couple of guys, again, sitting around a sports bar having a beer, just talking about what they think about this upcoming weekend. That'll be up on Wednesday. And all football picks will be out on Thursday. And don't forget Tuesday, Buffalo, Tennessee. We'll be ready for you. Doc Sports, we give you a free $60. Come on over, see us, and get yourself some winners. Thanks for tuning in.